Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be showing you what I have just had delivered from Tesco. This is a weekly food shop. I've got breakfast, lunches and 7 dinners in here. All of the dinners I'm going to show you are very, very basic. Obviously the kids are on summer holidays at the moment and I feel like I'm really bored of cooking. So I have chosen meals that the kids can also cook themselves if they need to. Yeah, and also Chris obviously too. But I really hope you enjoy these recipes and meals that I'm going to show you. As always, I will show like all of the ingredients that I have and then I'll just briefly explain how I'm going to cook them. What I did last time when I filmed this video is I actually asked which of the 7 recipes you would like me to show in more detail. So I normally do like a what I fed my family this week and I'll show you like 4 or 5 recipes in that video. So if you'd like me to do the same, then let me know which of these recipes that I'm about to show you you would like to feature in that video, if that makes sense. This whole shop cost me £127, and the way I like to shop in order to like keep it as sort of budget friendly as possible is whenever I meal plan, I always check what I've already got in my store cupboard and in my fridge, and I like to incorporate what I've already got into the recipe so I don't have to buy extra ingredients. So yeah, with all that said, I'm just going to turn the camera around, show you guys what I have got. If you're new here and you haven't yet subscribed and you like these kind of videos, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I post a new foodie recipe video on my channel every single Sunday morning at 7 AM. So if you like these kind of meals and like what I feed my family kind of meals, basic, easy, I am not a chef, then I would love for you to stick around. So anyway, let me show you what I have got for breakfast. Let's start with. Okay, so here is my breakfast section. A lot of this can actually like cross over into lunch, and then you'll see that I use these 2 things in a meal that I'm about to show you as well. So what I've got here is some blueberries. We love having like smoothies in the morning with protein and some milk as well. So I kind of like add my Plenish milk, blueberries, protein. Oh wait, there's always something I forget. I've got bananas as well. So yeah, in my smoothie, I like to have the Plenish milk, blueberries, banana, protein, Greek yogurt as well in there. And it makes a really filling, high protein smoothie that we love to start our day with. Then I've also got some yogurt. Again, this can kind of be like for snacks or for lunch. You know, whenever the kids fancy it or if they want it for breakfast or dessert, whatever. Then I've got 2 lots of granola. This is the kids' absolute favorite. I have got some Weetabix. As you can see, I'm not brand fussy. Sometimes the brands do have better deals than actually the Tesco own, and then I'll buy those, but I literally just buy whatever is cheapest. I've got some cottage cheese if I want to just have cottage cheese on toast, or if I want to make my cottage cheese pancakes. They're so good. You literally just do cottage cheese, eggs, a bit of flour, and that's it. Is that it? Is that it? I'll link the recipe down below in my description box. And they're really good and really filling as well. I've got loads of bread, as you can see, because our family go through bread like you wouldn't believe. So I'll put these all in the freezer and then they can just take a slice out whenever they want. I always buy the Jason sourdough bread because it's literally got no nasties in it. It's so good for you. So that's what I like to buy. I've got some eggs if people want eggs on toast, and I've also got some soft cheese in case they want some toast with soft cheese on top and like Marmite. I know that sounds like a weird combination, but it really goes. And we have Marmite in the store cupboard too. Then I've got my milks. I like the Plenish one because they also have no nasties in it. Semi-skim milk for Chris and the boys, and then the yogurt as well. So yeah, this is my breakfast section, but like I said, this does also cross over to lunch as well. Here we have lunch. Obviously, like I said, the breakfast stuff will go through into the lunch stuff as well. Also, we often have leftovers from dinner, so they get eaten the day after as well. But what we've got here are these are actually really nice. I worked with them quite a few times, and ever since I've worked with them, I didn't know about them before I worked with them. And ever since then, I buy these all the time. So these are by Heat and Eat, and they're kind of like par-baked rolls that you then bring home and you cook them in the oven to make them like fresh and amazing tasting. They're so good. Oh look, you can air fry them for 4 minutes or bake in the oven for 6 minutes. So I've got some of those, and then I have got some ham here. I've got the soft cheese that I showed you in the breakfast section that I can make like ham and soft cheese rolls with, or other cheese like hard cheese. I've got that as well. I love having mussels, so often I'll do like a mussel linguine dish, but other than that, if I don't want to have any like carbs for lunch, I might just make one of these for myself as well and just have like a mussel lunch. Or I could just heat up one of those, do mussels, and then dip the bread in. Really, really good. Or any of the Jason's bread that I showed you before. Loads of fruit. I've got apples, kiwis, and oranges. I've got some tuna. They can do like tuna mayo rolls. I've also got some pizzas, because quite often suddenly kids will just appear at our house and I'm like, oh no, let's make a lunch, and then I just pop those in the oven. So this is lunch, but like I said, this doesn't look like very much, but because I've got the different breakfasts that they can have and any leftover dinners, it's super easy. Also, I've got loads of extra pasta in my cupboard as well, and I always have some tomato pasta sauce in my freezer as well that I've cooked before, and I cook extra so that I can just put some of the extra into a Tupperware, put it in the freezer and pull it out whenever I need it. So that is lunch. And then if I just raise the camera ever so slightly and show you over there, this is my miscellaneous. I needed some more rinse aid for the dishwasher, and I also needed some more toilet paper. So that is lunch and miscellaneous. All right, so first up, we are going to be having some chicken and halloumi fajitas. So I've got some diced chicken breast here. I've only got a small one because I've got the halloumi, it like pads it out. So I don't, so I kind of just like halve the amount of chicken that I would normally use when I include the halloumi. So I've got chicken, halloumi, wraps, obviously. I've got some fajita seasoning mix. This is actually a crispy chicken one, so it's gonna kind of like make everything have a bit of a crunch to it. Then I have got some new potatoes that I'm gonna do on the side. I literally just halve these, pop them in the air fryer with a bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of olive oil on them, and then just air fry those. They come out really, really nice and crispy. Then I've obviously got some peppers as well to go in with my chicken and halloumi. And then when I serve up, we've got some avocados to make some guacamole, sour cream, and some lettuce as well. I feel like this is a super quick meal to make. These literally take about 20 minutes in the air fryer, and the rest can literally be whipped up in about 10 minutes. What I do with the halloumi is I actually do fry it off a little bit first. So I'll just pop it into a pan while the chicken's cooking. The halloumi will just be frying off to get nice and golden brown. And then I chop it up actually into quite small pieces, so it's not like one long piece at once. And then I pop it in with the chicken so that it all combines together in the sauce. But yeah, this is recipe number one. Super nice and easy. This is going to be for like when the kids have clubs in the evening and I want to get dinner on the table as soon as possible. Right, so next up we're going to have spaghetti bolognese, but instead of using beef mince, I'm actually going to be using this turkey mince. And then I'm also going to be using a couple of store cupboard ingredients that I've already got. For example, an onion, some garlic, and some stock as well, some veggie stock. So, oh, and also I've obviously got this as well. This is the spaghetti I'm going to be using, some linguine. So what I've got, like I said, is some turkey mince. I've got chopped tomato, and I've just got some garlic bread with this. I'm just going to use one of these garlic breads when I make this recipe. And then what I might do with this is I do have a bell pepper that I have in the fridge already. So what I think I'm going to do is blitz that bell pepper up and then fry it off when I add in my onion and my garlic to give this a little bit more kind of fiber in there and some veg for the kids. So yeah, this is just going to be super quick and easy. A really nice spaghetti bolognese without the mince, but turkey mince instead. So next we're going to be having a sausage and veggie tray bake. So these are the potatoes that I showed you before, because when I make the fajitas, I'll only be using half of these and then I'll use the other half for this recipe. Honestly, this is such a good recipe and it's a one pot dish. It cooks in the oven for about 45 minutes on 200 degrees centigrade, and that is it. It is so quick and easy, but so delicious. So what I've got is the potatoes, I've got sweet peppers, but these are just gonna be, I'm just gonna use 2 of these. I've got a broccoli head, 10 sausages, and then some of these tomatoes as well. I won't use all of these, I'll maybe use 3, and I'll dice them into like quarters, and that's it. Also what I'm gonna use is some veggie stock. I literally just do about 100 mils of veggie stock, and then I have got some Italian seasoning that I'll put on top of here with some salt and pepper. So literally all you need to do is put everything into a oven-proof dish, like dice them up kind of roughly, half your potatoes, put them in oven-proof dish, all at the same time in the oven, 200 degrees centigrade for 45 minutes. And when they come out, it is so good because you've got your carbs in here, you've got your veg in here, and you've got your meat. You don't need to add anything else to this on the side. If you want to, you can add some chopped tomatoes here, but as long as you season it nicely with your Italian herbs or some oregano or something like that, honestly, that's all you need, and it is so, so delicious. Right, next up, this is going to be chicken fried rice. So for this, I have bought some chicken thigh fillet. So because this is the only meat we're going to be having in it, I bought the bigger portion of this. I think this is 650. 600 grams in there. Then I already have some peas in the freezer, so I'll be using those. I've got some sweet corn here to go in there. I've got some rice that I already had. I've bought some eggs for this, and then some spring onions as well. So what I'm going to add to this from the store cupboard is also a veg stock with a little bit of water to go in here, and some salt and pepper, and I've also got some soy that I will put into here as well. This is really good. It's really healthy for you as well. I'll just use maybe 4 eggs, 1 per person for this. And the great thing about this meal is that you can completely take the meat out if you'd like to make this meal a lot more budget friendly. You can add in so many more veggies. You can put in some broccoli, some peppers, whatever you fancy, and you can kind of make it different every single time you make it. Or what I do as well quite often is like a beef one. So I'll just get some like minced beef, and then I'll just fry that off, and then you make the egg fried rice on the side and combine it together. It's almost like a bit of a biryani. It's so good. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be making, obviously with some peas as well to get the extra veg into this meal. So I do like to try and add a couple of veggie meals into my shop each week, purely really to bring the price down a bit, because when you add meat into your meals, it's obviously brings the price up. But if I show you guys too many veggie meals, then lots of people will be like, oh, could you show some more meat? So anyway, I'm showing you this, but basically you can add meat to this if you want. You can also take meat away from any of the recipes that I've shown you before as well. It's completely up to you. They're so versatile. So what I've got here is a chopped tomato. Obviously I use that from this that I showed you earlier. I'll use the other pepper. I've got a red onion, I've got some cheese, and then this, because I obviously have spaghetti already, but I don't have enough to create 2 meals out of it, I have bought some extra as well. And then like I said, I will use the cheese that I've already got, and also a vegetable stock cube that I've got as well. So literally to make the sauce, you can either like slow roast the peppers and the onion, or I just fry them off in the frying pan to make it so much quicker and easier. Once those are fried off for a few minutes, I then add in the chopped tomatoes, also add in, I'll add some garlic to this as well that I've already got. I always have loads of garlic. Then I will add in some salt and pepper and some oregano, and then also my veggie stock too. Then what I like to do is I actually like to then pop it into my blender and blitz it up until it's nice and smooth, so there are no chunks at all, because sometimes if the kids have friends over, they can be a little fussy with that. Once I have blitzed the sauce up, I will then mix in my soft cheese. I'll just use half of this soft cheese, so the rest can be kept for lunches and things like that. And then I'll cook up my spaghetti. Once my spaghetti's done, I'll mix my sauce into my spaghetti and serve it like that. Oh, I know what I can do actually. I showed you guys this earlier, didn't I? So because I'm only using one for the previous meal, I'll use the other one of these garlic baguettes and serve that with this recipe too. Okay, so next up, this is going to become some fish finger baps. So I was planning on making the kind of breaded fish myself, and then I just thought, you know what, it's half term or it's summer holidays, I don't want to spend my whole time in the kitchen, so I've just bought some lazy fish fingers instead. But these are the chunky ones. They are so delicious, and it means that you get loads and loads of meat in the fish when it's in your bap. So what I've got is 12 fish fingers in total. Then I have got some rolls here, so I will only have 1 roll, and then probably Chris and Rory will have 2, Jamie will only have 1 as well. So we'll do I'll just pop these into the oven, and once they're ready, put them into the roll. We love having some sweet chili sauce and some lime put on top of it as well. And then I've already got mayo in the fridge that we'll add to this as well. And then I'll just serve it with a simple salad on the side. So I know I'm showing you that again, but I just want to show you that I did actually buy 2 lots of lettuce because I love having salads for lunch. So I've got 2 lots of lettuce. So I'll use 1 of these gem lettuce again. So this is my 3rd one I'll be using. Then I will use the rest of these tomatoes, or maybe just 2, I don't know, we'll see. Jamie's not a massive fan of tomatoes, so he won't eat any of those. And then I'll probably use half of this cucumber to make my salad as well. People sometimes like to have the salad in their bap or just on the side, but yeah, really, really delicious dinner. And again, very, very simple too. So lastly, we are going to be having this like teriyaki salmon noodle pak choi dish. So what I've got here is half a side of salmon. I've got these udon noodles, and then I've got some pak choi. These are things I already had in the cupboard. So to make my sauce, I literally just used some teriyaki sauce here. I've got some soy and I've got some sesame seed oil. I'll also just add in a bit of honey, and what else would I add into there? Maybe that's it. Well, lime juice. I'll add some lime juice actually into that as well. So basically all I do is I put my salmon flesh side down so the skin gets really nice and crispy. You can air fry this or pop it in the oven, completely up to you. While that's cooking, I will just boil up my itsu noodles, and then I will fry the pak choi in some garlic. It is so good. A bit of garlic, bit of sesame seed oil, just like dice it up into kind of bite-sized pieces, fry it in a frying pan, and then once your salmon is cooked, you can serve everything together. You want to make the little sauce up on the side as well, so that you can put your noodles down, your pak choi, a piece of salmon each, and then you can pour some of that really delicious teriyaki sauce on top. This is a really, really good meal, and you feel very, very healthy once you've had it. So that's everything that I got from Tesco this week. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to let me know which recipes you would like me to feature in the next video, where I go into way more detail and show you exactly how I cook each recipe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.